Welcome to MacGyvers Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next. If you're not too careful, you just might learn something.
Well, hi there, and welcome to MacGyvers Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next, and if you're not too careful, you just might learn something. Our Subi motor is all packed up and ready for the fella to pick up and cart on off to the machine shop. And it's going to be gone for a couple weeks. I had one come in here that's probably the biggest vehicle I've worked on to date. This is a 2017 F550. Looks like a cabin chassis, 6.7 Powerstroke. Puking oil out of the upper oil pan. It's a nightmare job. It's a job, and this truck is a beast. So let's take a walk around here. Let's have a look. It's, of course, four-wheel drive, and it's the four-door cab. We got the the big utility bed on it, and yeah. He's a monster. And of course the F550, has the bigger suspension and the giant wheels on it, 19.5s. Oh yeah. I always like to do a cursory walk around and check and make sure, just assess any potential damage on the vehicle before I work on it. Especially when they got these simulators on them and, you get messed up. That one's missing a couple of the fake lug nuts there. And we'll notate that. And here's the engine bay, and there is not one iota of unused space in here. I mean, this thing is just cram-packed in there. It's a miracle of engineering, really. But anywho, in all the conversations I had with the owner, he may have neglected to mention it, I don't know, but none of them said anything about the crankcase filter on this thing, because 9 times out of 10, that's what kicks off your oil leak in the first place, because anything after late 2014 on a 6.7, the oil pan and everything's all sealed with silicone, which arguably is a step backwards from most people's opinions. Before they had a much better design of type of gasket that went in there. But either way, it is what it is. And your crankcase filter is just really like a PCV filter. And diesels, they all have a lot more blow-by than a regular motor. So if that filter clogs up, then an excessive amount of pressure will build up in the crankcase. And I don't care what kind of gaskets you got, you're going to start blowing oil out of somewhere. Anyway, that's what we're fixing to get started on. And this is just kind of a cursory introduction and walk around. It's a little late in the day to actually get to wrenching on it right now, but I just wanted to show you all this as one of our current projects. And like I say, you never know what's going to roll in here from one minute to the next. And I'm not one to turn down a job for somebody in need. So, and that's why I got the big lift. Yeah. They won't have no trouble picking this thing up. So at least it's not all full of gravel or something like that. That's usually the way they are when I get them. They break down and then they're, slammed full of stuff, and they're, I'm worried about it being at the lift's rated capacity, but Anywho, stay tuned, and next time you'll see us, picking this bad boy up, and picking it up is going to be a bit of a challenge because there's a lot of stuff you got to do with these. I guess one's got the factory running boards on it. Most of the time you have to take those off, and you have to be real careful about your weight balance. I mean, you don't want this thing tipping off the lift on you. So it's going to be a challenging process, but we're going to do it, and we're going to do it right, and we're going to do it right the first time. So stay tuned. See you next time.